I lost 35 kilos, that's about 80 pounds or 5 stones in 6 months. And here is how I knew I had to change. For me, it was jeans getting tighter, tops, t-shirts, shirts, not being able to fit into them, even though they were XL, double XL. That was kind of a realization. I then did see a photo of me, big belly, etc. Didn't like it. I've not been a fan of having my photo taken anyway, but those two things were kind of realizations that I've got to change this now. And I had a realization, internal dialogue going on where that's not really who I see myself as. That's not actually who I actually am. It's like I'm living in someone else's body. And that didn't feel great, but it felt comfortable to have the realization. And I'm not new to fat loss, losing weight. I don't like the term fat loss or weight loss because it kind of gives me the idea or the thought that you're then going to be trying to chase it back because you've lost something, right? And I wanted to get rid of my fat suit. I wanted to banish it. And that happened through structure, processes, and understanding that one small step every single day is the right way to do it. To have that structure, to have the things that you follow every day, not to go, oh right, I'm going to the gym and I'm going to go 10 times a week and I'm going to do this, and then after a week or two you just end up not really continuing and the motivation has dripped away there and you've only got so much determination. And there were 3 quick actionable things that I decided that I was doing. 1, I made sure that I was walking between 10 and 15,000 steps a day. So about an hour, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes of walking, purposely walking. 2, I then decided that I was going to not have snacks and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter whether it was sugary, carby or anything else, 0 snacks. And then also restricting my calories and ensuring that I was going keto, so low carb, no carb kind of thing. And the 3rd thing was doing some intermittent fasting. So having a eating window to restrict things so that my insulin wasn't spiking. So for example, I started off with eating between 12 noon and 6 p.m. And then how did it feel? Well, it's kind of like a snowball effect. The first week or two, I kind of felt that I was a little bit more energized and motivated to do things, and that helped me continue things. But then it was a case of I was looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I am changing, but I'm not changing. I resisted weighing myself simply because that, from my point of view, is not a good indicator of understanding banishing your fat suit, getting rid of the weight that you don't want on your body. But there's a few things that changed. My cravings went away. I didn't want as much sugary foods and snacks that I liked. Clothes were fitting better. I could then fit into clothes that were smaller sizes that I'd kept just in case, right? To that kind of motivation. But up until the point where I made the decision to lose the weight, I wasn't really motivated. And then having that thing where clothes are fitting better, I was looking better, I was not out of breath as much when I was walking about, etc. That then helped me become even more motivated and keep going and continue my journey along the road. The key thing that I've learned is that change doesn't happen through motivation alone. It kind of starts when you're honest with yourself, honest where you are and honest where you want to go to. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to start on Monday. You can literally start today, exit this video, head out for a walk.